Hi everyone, my name's Karine and I'm going to show you another little video that I don't think is out there. I've looked for it. It might just be my skills of looking on YouTube for tutorials. I've only been crocheting for about 5 years now, so I wouldn't class myself as being advanced or anything in crocheting, and also I'm still learning how to sort of interpret these sorts of parts of the pattern that you're given. This in particular, I'm going to be running through with how to actually create this pattern, which is what it looks like. The pattern itself is from Drops Design and it's Boogie Nights Vest. So the pattern number is the Drops 241-24. If anyone else is looking at this pattern and thinking, where do I start? Obviously I've already started this, so it's a mix of treble crochets. That's the UK treble, so I will be showing that. So this video is just to help you with the pattern and to get it sort of into your head really of how it all is going to work out. So obviously our first row from the cast on chain is all trebles. So that's the base, and then we work on the pattern as we go further up. So obviously the base is this, so this is the right side, and then the following row that will be the wrong side, then the right side, etc. So as you work up, so I will do the next row, which is a wrong side row, which is a mix of treble crochets and chains. So I can show you that. I will pause the video and then I'll start again in a minute. Right, so I just finished a right side row where we chained 3 at the beginning. So this acts as a treble, even though it's a chain. So we chained 3 at the beginning, and then I've worked across, and then the last stitch is a treble crochet. So I'm going to be working from the treble crochet. So we're going to be doing the wrong side row. So I'm going to do a 3 chains and then a 2 chains. So with the 3 chains, I like to mark it so that I know where that 3rd chain is, because obviously on the next row you are actually going to be doing a treble crochet into the top of that. So I like to mark it because then it separates the next 2 chains, which will be running along the top. So I will get that sorted. So I've done that one. So we're going to turn the work. I don't know, some people tend to like to chain and then turn, but I'm still learning, so I'm going to turn and then do those 3 chains. Right, so we've done the 3 chains, and then I'm going to mark that 3rd chain with a stitch marker, just so that I know what one I'm going to be going into when I return on the next row. And then, as the pattern says, do 2 more chains. So 1, 2, and then it shows on the pattern, it shows that the treble is going to go into the middle of the 2 chains that are at the top of the previous row. So obviously I will be showing this row as well, so you will know what I mean, but you'll also see it as I do it. But you're going to put it into the gap rather than into a chain. So I will show you this. So obviously we've got this piece now, and then the 2 chains from the previous row. So we'll pop it into here. So we've done the 2 chains, and now we're going to do a treble into that gap. So then now you can see that's the 3 chains, and then we've got the 2, and then we've done a treble into that gap. So that, as the pattern says, we've got to chain 2, and then we need to go into the top of that previous treble crochet. So that will be into the chain part. So we're going to do another treble into there. and again we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to put another treble into that space. So as you go, you are still making the same amount of chains to be worked. So again, we find the next treble crochet in between the 2 spaces. So we do another treble, oh no, we chain 2 and then we do another treble into there. So again, chain 2 and then into the space. So you just do that across the whole of the row. I mean, the pattern will say that you have to do a certain amount of C and a certain amount of B and a certain amount of A, but as you go you will get used to doing the pattern, and you just do it up to the certain amount of measurement that's been asked for the size that you're doing. So I will carry on with this row and then I will show you the next row. So I'm now coming to the end of that row, so I'm going to show the last bit again. So we've done a treble into that space and we're going to do another treble into here. So in between the trebles we do a chain 2, and then we do a treble into the last space, chain 2, and then we're going to do a treble into the top of this chain 3 chains. So we count 1, 2, 3, come around that way, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put another, after that treble I did 2 chains, and then we're going to put another treble into that 3rd chain. And then that's that row complete. So I can show you the next section, which will be this row. So in the pattern it will be this section, as I'm doing the back section still. So I actually got to come down, it said to use a 4mm hook, but I had to come down to a 3.5mm because I tend to crochet a little bit loose. So I did start off with a 4 and it just looked too spaced out. It didn't actually look like a pattern. It was just too baggy and too much space, so I went down half a size. So again, you will have to do it a little section to measure and make sure that it's all right. So doing your swatches, I tend to not do swatches, I'm terrible, I don't like doing them, but so I tend to do a few rows and then just see by eye what it looks like, and then measure and give a rough idea of the right measurements. So that's just me. Other people might find it easier if they did a swatch, just to make sure that what they're doing is going to end up being the right size. Right, so with this next row we are going to chain 3. So we're going to turn the work and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to be working into the top of each of these treble crochets. So we will do the first treble crochet in the pattern, which is here. So the first treble crochet, then we're going to do 2 more treble crochets, a chain 2, and then 2 more treble crochets into the same stitch, so into the top of that previous treble crochet. So I've chained 3, so that will be the first treble, and then we're going to do another treble into that previous treble crochet. And then we're going to go again, so do another one into the same one, treble crochet, and then we're going to chain 2, and then again we're going to do 2 more treble crochets into that same stitch. 1, 2, and there we've got that part of the pattern. And now we're going to do another treble crochet into the top of the next previous treble crochet. And then we move to the next previous treble crochet and do another treble crochet. So we're going to do 2 of those into that same stitch, chain 2, and then 2 more treble crochets. Then we move on to that one, and then we're just going to do a single treble crochet in that one, and then move on to the next one, and then we do the 2 sets of 2. There's 1, 2, chain 2, and then 1, 2. So I hope that helps. Like if you're getting the pattern straight in your head. So obviously you carry on doing that all the way through, just working in to the tops of the previous treble crochets until you get to the end, and where I've marked with a little stitch marker, little donut, you put it into the 3rd chain, and then you've got the 2 chains here. So you do your 3 chains at the end. Oh no, it'll be a treble crochet, I think. Won't be, yeah, do treble crochet, not 3 chains. Do 3 chains at the beginning of the rows. See, I haven't been crocheting very long, I'm trying to get it in my head straight myself as I go. So I hope that helps, and hopefully what I'll have at the end is a little vest that looks like this. So I hope that's helped you in some way. Thank you.